Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carol and today I'll be doing the Get to Know Me Better tag. So I asked you guys to ask me on Instagram questions that you wanted to know about myself, and I have them all here, so I'll be answering them in no particular order. So, first questions. By the way, if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at the questions. My age, I'm 22. I was born in September 19th, 98, which makes me kind of a grandma, but that's okay. I'll get over it. Height, I'm 5'5" or 165 centimeters, and about my weight, I'm not really going to disclose it because first of all, I don't really know it because I don't weigh myself that often. I just feels like it gets me in this negative spiral and it's not worth it at all. And second of all, I think what matters is really being healthy, and everybody is different. Every healthy weight is different, so I don't want to generate any comparison. I'm gonna leave it at that. So the biggest life lesson that I learned, I would say it's probably that people are going to judge you no matter what, like no matter who you are or what you do, so you better as well just do what you love and truly live authentically to who you are, because people usually just feel entitled to give an opinion on your life, and it's your life. You should be able to do what you want with it and not feel guilty about it. For example, I remember that when I was anoretic, people would say, "Oh, you are so thin," and then I gained weight and people would complain that I gained weight. Well, not really complain, but bring it to my attention that, okay, you are kind of heavier, don't you think you should lose weight? So if I was doing it to please people, I would never please anybody, because people are always going to have something to say about your life, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what they say, because what matters is what you think about yourself. Have you ever lived in another country? Yes. For those of you that don't know, I'm Portuguese, I'm from Lisbon, and I stayed here most of my life, but I did live in São Paulo, Brazil for 2 years when I was younger. We moved there because of my dad's work, and I was like 10 and stayed there until 12. And in 2018, 2019, I moved to San Diego, California, because I was doing an exchange year, and that was really cool as well. I wish I could stay there, but unfortunately my visa doesn't allow it.
It seems you average, my shit is mean.
I am, without any doubt, an early bird. Like, my brain just doesn't function after 8 p.m. like, it's crazy. But I also sometimes I have trouble waking up in the morning, especially right now. I've been feeling really lazy in the mornings, but when I wake up I feel really energized because it's like my favorite part of the day, and I just want to do everything that I can until lunch.
Gave it a minute, I had to
Well, this is hard because I'm obviously not always positive, and I think that's okay. Like, we need to accept that. My best advice on these would be to not run away from your emotions and rather accept them. When I'm feeling really negative, I allow myself to feel that way until I feel like it's time to change my mood, and then I do something to bring me positive vibes, like for example putting on happy music and just started dancing to it. For me, that's Brazilian music, so I really recommend, if you're feeling down, putting on some Brazilian music, because it will definitely cheer you up. So for my Instagram pictures, I never really use the camera. I almost always use my iPhone XR, but for the YouTube videos I have a Canon G7X Mark III, and I'm pretty happy with it, except for the autofocus, because that's not really good. I've heard that the Mark II is better, but I didn't know that when I bought it, so yeah, but overall it's a very good camera, I would say. Well, if I could do one thing right now, it would be traveling, because I just love getting to know new places and being on adventures and meeting new cultures. Like, that for me is really enriching. That's a hard one, and it's not really fair because I will miss so many foods I can't even imagine, but I would probably have to say bread, because I can't live without my bread. Or if we are talking about like really main dishes or like lunch and dinner foods, I would probably say pizza. That's really good and it's always my go-to. How do you plan travel? Well, usually I just look at different websites for plane tickets and for hotels or Airbnbs because I like to look at the cheapest option. And yeah, just compare them, and probably I would advise to do it a few months before you want to go because usually you get much better deals, and also there are a lot of promotions for different places. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But also what I do in terms of finance is probably like estimate the expenses that I'm going to have there. Like for example, if I'm going to Paris, I'm going to look at how much I'm willing to spend and how much I need for like food, accommodation, and things that I want to do. For example, if I want to go skydiving, that's probably something that I need to take into account before I'm going so that I don't overestimate the budget that I have.
In a hurry, he got bigger things.
So, and the last question is my favorite, which is what motivates you as an advocate for healthy living? I would say that what motivates me personally is really believing that a healthy lifestyle is what allows you to be happy and experiencing firsthand the consequences of an unhealthy lifestyle. A lot of people think of healthy living just on the physical aspects and not really about the mind and soul, and I think that's really important to consider as well, because I've been in really dark places where I didn't like myself, I didn't like the way I looked, the way I think, or really anything about myself, and that just led me to eating disorders and depression, and that's not living at all. So I really want to encourage people to take care of their mind, body and soul because they are all so important. And also, like, there's no need for like crazy diets or going every day to the gym. What you really need is to have a good balance of healthy and what's considered unhealthy, but it can also be healthy for your mind and soul, and that's also health. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I post every Saturday, so I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!
I'm worried about the way